Hey guys, so I'm back out here on the farm, um, working on Homestead, and we're finally running some water lines and setting up the tank to feed water to the house. And we've jumped through a couple of hoops for it, and we've had some setbacks, and I guess that's kind of typical. Um, One thing I'd like to talk about today, and this might be a touchy subject, I don't know. It's hard work. It's sun up, sun down, nonstop going, dirty, sweaty. We got fire ants, we got little gnats that bite, and wasps, and all kinds of stuff out here. And, at the end of the day, I'm dripping wet and got dirt and sand and cracks that shouldn't have dirt and sand in it. And, I assume that's part of it. And I'm not complaining necessarily. It's, definitely, you've definitely done a hard day's work when you leave a half pound of dirt in the tub when you're done taking a shower. But what I want to talk about is I see a lot of these Instagram and Facebook pages of these people that have these, oh, we're off gridders and we're homesteaders, and cool. It's what we're trying to do here. Um, but they talk about slow life and, uh, you know, 2 hours in the morning sipping on tea and frolicking through meadows in the afternoon, and it's all clean and neat. And most of these women, they're wearing these beautiful flowery dresses and out there, like I said, frolicking through the meadow with the kids and all this other stuff. And I don't know, is that reality, or is that just for social media? Because I haven't figured out how to do that. You know, uh, when we go into town or we go to dinner or something like that, Miss Em will put on a pretty dress, and we'll go out and grab something to eat in town. And she looks beautiful in her dresses, and I love it when she wears them. But out here on the farm, it's just not realistic. Like I said, with the bugs and the dirt and everything else, and yet you go to social media and you see all this. I don't know. Is that just a fantasy? Is that for social media? It's the farm here has been established for, I don't know, 20, 30 years or something like that. Old Pete, who owns the farm, has been running cows and goats and stuff like that for quite a while. I think at least 20 years. But our homestead is new. Our little 1 acre parcel that we've cut out, that's new. So there's a lot of work involved, and we're always going. But Miss M, she works on the farm. She lives here full time already, and she runs the market garden and the cattle and the goats and the chickens, and I don't know. I can't imagine her wearing a dress doing that kind of stuff. And it's sun up to sundown. It's nonstop. How do you have time to frolic in the meadows? I wish I kind of did. It would be nice to come out here and kick back, just relax and do a little hunting, do a little fishing, sit for 3 hours and enjoy a cup of coffee or three. Am I doing something wrong? Or is it all just social media fantasy, seeing these homesteaders, the slow life? Yeah, it's slower. It's definitely slower than working in the city and having to, commute and work for somebody else and go, go, go. It's definitely slower in that regard, but it's a slower pace, but it's not slow by any means. It's just nonstop. I don't know. Are we doing something wrong? You know, again, we're just getting started out here on our little homestead. So there's a lot of work involved. But maybe we're doing something wrong. Maybe, how do we slow down and still get the work done? You know, how do we play in the meadows with the kids? And we don't have kids. Our kids are grown. But you know what I mean. How do we have time to just hang out and do nothing and play when there's so much to be done? Is that just a fantasy? Is that social media hype? You know, I'm not putting those people down. I mean, if that's how they can live, that's great. More power to them. I just don't know how you achieve it. You know, maybe it's me. I don't know. Just something to think about. You know, what do you think? Is it if you're a homesteader, are you having lazy days, sipping on tea and playing in the flowers, or are you sweating and dirty and pulling weeds and picking for market and moving cattle and milking goats and gathering eggs and nonstop? What is it? Is there a happy medium? I hope so. I'd like to be able to settle down eventually and not have to be going constantly out here. You know, like I said, you can see, I don't know, can you see? Yeah, there we go. I'm trenching out, running our water. That's a good thing, man. That's getting water to the house is going to be big. After we get water, hopefully the electric will be hooked up in the next couple of weeks. And water, electric, then we got to dig another big ditch for our septic. And we'll be good to go, you know? Hopefully by September, well, maybe not September, maybe November 1st, I'd like to be living out here full time. Been thinking about it. I'll probably get a job in town for another couple of years. I'm only going to be 56, so I got a couple more years of work left in me, I think. Split my time between working in town and working out here on the farm, living the life we want, you know. I don't know. Can you live the fantasy? Is it just fantasy? Or is there a way to slow down and pick the flowers? Oh, tell me what you think. All right, I'm gonna get going. I got a trench to dig, and it ain't getting any cooler out here. Sun's out, and it's getting hot again. Got to start earlier in the morning, I think. All right, I'm gonna sign off. You guys have fun, be safe, stay free. It's important. All right, out.